Marshall over San Juan Race Crafts. What we got going today? It is August 31st, 2021. Nice ring. We got a Chevy Cruze today. Overboost codes. Turbo's been replaced in this one, so we're gonna check and see kind of what the sensors and stuff look like. Some guy had mentioned maybe there was an air leak, but usually overboost means it's getting too much air. So it means turbo's spinning too fast, which, I mean, if you had a leak, maybe it's trying to overcome the leak and overspinning. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think this car is that smart. But we're going to dig in and we're going to find out what's going on. Camera's on that side, not that side. Got to look at the right side. Excuse my Red Bull. But what'd you guys think of the first episode? This is probably going to be like the third, fourth, fifth episode. Don't know yet. Yeah, so Chevy Cruze. I'll probably pop in here and there on this one. It's not real exciting. We're going to figure out what's going on with it. So stay tuned. Alright guys, after initial inspection, hoses look good. It does have a brand new turbo. The wastegate doesn't seem to be sticking at all. So I'm guessing, look at this carbon fiber job. It's not real carbon fiber. I did that like 7 years ago for an ex-girlfriend of mine, who I helped buy this car, and then she quit paying on it, so I had to repo it. And then I sold it again, and now I'm working on it again. Great. Anyway, map barrel sensor is supposed to be back here on the back of this intake manifold. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and see what we've got back here. These little Chevy Cruzes are known to have little issues here and there. They're pretty quirky. I mean, a lot of the new Chevy stuff is pretty quirky. But I think we can get her figured out. After all, it's only just a Chevy Cruze. See if I can get this connector off. Now this is the same Chevy Cruze that we fixed the oil line on. So when we bought the turbo, it didn't come with the new line, so I just replaced the O-rings, and it ended up blowing the O-rings out of it. So went ahead and ordered a brand new line. And it's kind of dirty in there. I mean, that might be our issue. Might be a plugged up MAF or just a intermittently bad sensor. So I'm gonna run to the parts store. I'm gonna get a new map sensor, plug it in, see if we can recreate the problem. If so, we'll dig a little bit deeper into this. Like I said, it does have a new turbo and wastegate because it's one piece. Hopefully that's not the issue. Pulling that thing off and sending it in is going to be a total pain in the butt. So stay tuned and we'll let you know how it goes. I've got the crap taken off the X pipe, so I'll probably here next couple days build a system. Let me zoom out. Finish it off where it's all welded so there's no leaks. Main thing right now though is I'm gonna get that little actuator out since we have a new one, and there's really no way to get a wrench in there, not easily unless we drop the pan. So I'm gonna see if we can get on it like this and spin it out. So, and it's just gonna turn the outside, huh? Kind of figured that's what was gonna happen. No, it actually came loose. No wonder it's leaking. No wonder. Ugh. It's not even Teflon or anything. There's a leak right there. Crap. Well, didn't really even need the pliers. That's great. what you get when you buy a project car. Shit's never put back together right. I'm gonna find an oil pan. So, hope there's one. In case it really starts dripping, I can at least catch some of it. And it not get all over the floor. Thing is a mess. Absolute mess. Ooh, look at that. First try. And a pin just came out of it. That's interesting. So, I'm gonna hold this up for a minute. Yeah, there's a pin in there. That is very interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this because I need two hands, but I'll be back shortly. Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and thread this guy in. This is the new one. It seems to be a little bit longer than the stock. The replacement one is for the C4. I did Teflon the fitting. The other one was just put in there. I did put the rod back in that came out with the other one. So it pretty much stopped leaking immediately when I put that one in. And this one was kind of leaking out of the hose as well. Like it was coming out this side before I sprayed everything off. So hopefully we didn't lose too much fluid. You know, with transmission fluid, it tends to get everywhere. So that's already tighter than the other one was. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it super hand tight, if you will. And I did use a Teflon tape that's rated for gas, oil, everything. It's super resistant. It's all dirty back in here from it leaking over in time. I'll have to put some more Type F in it. I did lose a little bit of fluid. But main thing is we're gonna try to get rid of all these little leaks. The girl that owns this Mustang is supposed to be saving up for a new transmission. This one's original, it's old. It probably needs replaced. This is kind of a charity work, so we're gonna make it the best we can for what we've got to work with. I've got to find a 19 millimeter since that one is a 19 and get this tightened up. So got the actuator in, it's tightened down. Got this little elbow here. Pretty sure it goes on like that. Let's see if I can get this in here without fucking it up. Okay. Now, I'm gonna run it inside there. Try to get this line back over here where it's supposed to be. Cause it's all bent out of whack. And then get it back on there. So it's gonna take two hands for that. Let me see. No, I don't have a way to hold the camera up here, so I'll be back. So I've got that hose routed back on. It's not gonna come off this time. So pretty much all I've got to do now is build this X pipe to the header connection and then put some transmission fluid in it, put the harness on it, go drive it, make sure it's running good, and give her back. Start cutting, fabbing up this X pipe. Just have to find my extension cord. I gotta call that guy back. Give me just a few minutes and I'll be back.
The dogs decided to leave new presents in the house.
Who?
The dogs.
What'd they leave?
Cardboard shredded in the living room everywhere.
Fuck. Mucho better. Not done welding it yet. I've got to pull it down and do some welding on the top, but from what it was before, much better. Way better. And won't be leaking with the freaking flex hoses. Looks good. Alright, X-pipe's done. It's all welded up, cleaned it up a little bit. What do you guys think? I'm gonna try to quit saying what do you guys think. It looks good. Just gotta get some V-bends from On3 Performance tomorrow for the back, and then I'm gonna get rid of those clamps. I'm gonna weld all that up. So it's all welded. Got 2 clamps here that are the actual good kind of clamps, not just the bar clamp. And it'll be ready to go. I think it looks a heck of a lot better than it did. Beautiful rainy day here out in New Mexico. Underneath the 1966 Ford Mustang. Did the X-pipe last night. Got rid of those flex hoses. And just making this Mustang a little bit nicer for the lucky young lady that's gonna be driving this thing. Pretty cool car for a first car, to be honest. But we got these all welded up, pulled it off, welded the top. Got the V-bands going back here. And then I think the only thing I have to do is put the extender on the tuner so we can drive around and make sure it's running good. And she'll be ready to go home. So stay tuned, we're gonna get this Mustang out today. Hey guys, getting ready to weld some stuff up. Got the V-bands up on there. Getting ready to put the muffler up, but I've got to clean up the pipe. Went over the axle first. It's got some spot welds I need to take care of. So I'm going to find my face shield and my glasses. Face shield, my hearing aids. Check it out with me. So we had a pretty good sized tack weld right there that I cleaned off. Get this muffler right here. It actually goes over this thing somewhat. That's hard to do one-handed, but you get the gist. It's gonna come in here. It's gonna go up to that V-band. So I'm gonna get it tacked on the V-band, and then I'll mess with fitting in the pipe that goes over the axle. So let's keep busy. So I think I'm gonna switch gears, move up front, and work on the cross member brace. I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna weld this little brace in, keep the X pipe from separating when I pull it off the headers. And I'm gonna put it right in here. That up. I'm gonna do that out of flat steel plate. Try not to bunk my head again. Happens every day. But that's the bar I just put in. You can see it above me. Not too bad. Basically, it's just keeping these two pipes from separating at the header, because it kind of, when you take it off, they widen and it's hard to get them back on without like a ratchet strap or something. So that's kind of the point behind that little bar there. I'm still going to build the crossbar here and then probably tie that in as well. Just makes it stronger. If you run over something, it's not going to, break your exhaust, stuff like that. So gonna keep working on it. I'm gonna get this Mustang done today. It's still raining outside. Fun day. So now I'm gonna pull the X pipe back off and weld the V-bands, weld the mufflers to the V-bands, and then situate the back from there. So working my way front to back. So, it's raining outside. I got shit on my nose. Check it out. Rain, rain. Really coming down. It's nice having the door open today. So I'm gonna continue working on this. I'll be back shortly. I'm gonna go ahead and get this camera set up. Oh, hello. See what we're looking at. Looks good. All right, so, excuse me. We're gonna put this X pipe up. Putting that brace in there didn't help me. And that happens sometimes. Trial and error. Don't let it discourage you, don't let it make you mad. The main thing is you know what your problem is so you can fix it. Fuck. I gotta find my thing. that tube back together. I took out about 1/8 of an inch, and it should be perfect this time. So I'm going to do that before I forget to do that. Bear with me as I find all my crap to weld with. Turn my bottle on. Okay. Grab my wand. Alright guys, Mustang's coming down. Gotta pull the ground strap off. She is done. Just have to install the tips back in the middle. Just have to install the computer harness extension so we can see what it's running while we're driving down the road, so we can do some fine-tuning adjustments. Should be ready to go. Check the transmission fluid. It's 1966 Ford Mustang. Pretty good. The X-pipe install done. Got that vacuum actuator put on. And she's ready to go have some fun. So stay tuned. Alright, so we're gonna get this Mustang off the locks. Put it on the ground. There she is. Go. All right, Mustang started. This thing needs some needs a bath. Pretty dang responsive. I'm gonna go ahead and get the computer stuff installed and go take her for a test drive. Alrighty, in the Mustang we've got the Atomic EFI here. Recycle. Or 14 counts, so we're good there. To fuel. Looks pretty good. Let's go take it for a drive. Power steering car, so got a big ass steering wheel. See how this guy drives. It's got some pep to it. Good so far. Nice and peppy. Got a little bit of a drift. Probably needs an alignment. are beautiful today. This car gets a lot of looks. Darn good. 1966 Ford Mustang, 289 V8. Was a 2-barrel. We converted to the MSD Atomic EFI, 4-barrel intake, 302 heads, and they were the aluminum heads. Ended up having a valve job done on them. It's not too noisy. It actually sounds pretty good. It's snappy. Pretty cool first car, I'd say. As always, guys, like, share, subscribe. Tune in next time to San Juan Race Crafts.